Hi there everybody, I'm Rosslyn. Welcome to Orkney and welcome to my third playthrough of Unicorn Princess by Shannon Gilligan. This is a choose your own adventure book from the Dragonlark series and it has been illustrated by Vladimir Semyonov, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, and Fian Arroyo. It was written in 2018. So this one really was one of the newer ones. It's not one of the revised ones from the 80s. That's unusual. All of the previous ones that I've done have all been revised from earlier books. Cool. We start off with this lovely picture of some girls doing ballet, innit? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'll just start from the start because it's been quite a while since I've done one of these playthroughs. We have these. They do be looking like cardboard cutouts, don't they? My parents look sus. Anyway, if I remember rightly, I made them plummy in English. I made me horrendously American. And didn't I have like, I think the chick I meet later on has a Scottish accent. I'll try and keep that straight. Alright, so we start with me yelling goodbye to my parents. Bye, Mom! Bye, Dad! You yell as you pull your trunk down the dock. Have a great summer, Peregrine, your dad, King Edward, says, blowing you a kiss. Straighten your tiara, sweetheart, your mom, Queen Helena, adds, waving. You wave back at your parents. Your name is Princess Peregrine Yvette, but everyone calls you Perry. This is your third summer at Princess Island Camp. You are finally old enough to wear the junior camper outfit. Looking down, you notice your skirt is already wrinkled. Maybe it's just better to have a messy uniform on the first day, you think. You continue down to the end of the dock to the welcome table. You look around for friends, but you don't see anyone you know. Also, can we just flip back to appreciate her fit one more time then? Because I don't think we appreciated how crucial this was. I have since then acquired 2 other books about Princess Perry, and I think this is the third in the trilogy, which I did not know when I did the previous 2 playthroughs, because it's not obvious. But I think we get, was it Princess Island and Princess Perry Prances in Princess Island? There's 2 of them anyway. I will do both of those. But yes, the point is that in this one, it's my 3rd summer. And I've got to wear the red uniform because I'm now old enough to be a junior camper. So I'm going to just stop and appreciate that, especially since it does go beautifully with her hair. Like, red is one of my favourite colours, so I think that's good for her, you know what I mean? Your best friend, Crown Princess Caroline, is not coming back. She wrote you about it this past winter. Mom, it just won't be the same without Caroline, you'd whined. I know it must feel that way, Perry, your mom had said, but who knows what this year will bring. Oh, Duchess Anastasia and I did not meet until our 3rd year at camp. Remember the beautiful compass she sent for your 9th birthday? You met Aunt Anastasia? A Princess Island? I did, and we have been best friends ever since, your mom had answered, so chin up. You arrive at the Princess Island welcome table and perform a perfect curtsy with your head dipped. You've been practicing, but when you look up, you see a senior counsellor instead of head of camp. Oh, where is Mrs. Wiggins? You ask, puzzled. As the counsellor answers, a huge gust of wind rises off the lake. All the welcome packets whoosh up into the air and fall into the water. Most of them get soaked. Luckily, one landed on the dock. It reads, Josefina Fernanda de las Flores, Trout Lily, age 9. Trout Lily is your cabin too. Josefina must be a new camper. A bunch of senior counsellors scramble to gather and dry the wet envelopes. Where is Mrs. Wiggins? You need to find her before more things go wrong. And here's a picture. Got people on boats here, leaflets flying about. Me trying to help out. But where's Mrs. Wiggins, eh? Well, we do get the option to search for her, but that has previously happened. You'll have to watch the previous playthrough. One of the previous two have that. I don't remember which one. You'll have to have a look. So what we're going to do instead is decide to find Josefina and give her the welcome packet this time. You approach a senior counsellor near the boat. You wave the only dry welcome packet at her. Her name tag says Emily. Emily, I need to get this to a new girl, you explain. Can you? Emily turns her head, raising a finger to signal. Give me a sec. Here she is doing it. Fred, we need you to check in. Mrs. Wiggins is not here, and we're gonna need all new welcome packets, she announces into her walkie-talkie. Whoosh, buzz, beep. Roger that, Fred's voice booms out of the walkie-talkie. Over. Emily rolls her eyes. I need to find Josefina Fernanda de las Flores, you pipe up. I think she's already on the island. Hop in, Emily says, pointing to a small Zodiac boat. You and Emily zoom to Princess Island in a flash. Emily drops you and your gear at the main dock and waves as she pulls away. You spot a girl sitting alone on a small old trunk under a chestnut tree. She has long jet black curls pulled up in a high ponytail and tiny sequins at the corners of her eyes. She wears the same skirt and polo that you're wearing. And here she is. Are you? You begin, looking down to check the long name. Josefina Fernanda de las Flores? Yes. Call me Joe, she answers. Hi, Joe. I'm Perry. I have your welcome packet, you say. You hand Joe the envelope and curtsy. There was an accident on the mainland and all the rest went in the water. Oh, thanks so much, she replies. Curtsying back like a pro, she looks at the packet. Do you know where Trout Lily is? I sure do. Follow me, you say with a smile. You lead Joe through the woods to Trout Lily. You run into several counsellors along the way. You also ask everyone if they have seen Mrs. Wiggins. Funny, says Cassandra Smythe. I haven't seen her yet. Me either, Lady Antonia Cadwell adds. Sorry. When you learn that Joe's an expert rider, you make a quick detour to the barns. Sammy is my favourite horse, you say. Sammy suddenly lets out a loud fart. You both giggle and say in unison, Pardon you, Miss Sammy. Oh, Sammy, blowing the butt trumpet, huh? We love you anyway, give her a hug. Quite right. Everyone blasts off sometimes. Perfectly natural. Better out than in. Right. Leaving the stables, you notice a strange tree in the woods. And it's glowing. You squint your eyes. There's a pattern on its trunk that juts and smooths to form a face. Standing right in front of it is a tall and beautiful horse. Well, that's not a horse, it's a unicorn. You're about to dash into the woods when you remember Jo. She doesn't have any friends yet. You don't want to leave her all alone. Oh, what did I do last time? Because this was where we were up to before, eh? Probably I stayed with my friend last time, I would imagine. I didn't just run off, did I? Yeah, surely I didn't. I'm just having a wee look to see if I could figure it out. Don't ken. Or did I go... Would I have decided we're here for adventure? It's possible I didn't stick with her. It's possible I didn't... You know what? I think I probably ran off to hang with the unicorn because we're here for adventure, if I remember rightly. Right, I'm going to stay with my new friend. It is true, she doesn't have any friends. A unicorn, gasps Jo. So you saw it too? You answer. Jo nods excitedly. Let me hide this, she says, pointing at her trunk. It'll be safe here, as long as it stays shut and nothing gets out, she adds. Gets out? You stammer. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Jo shrugs. Come on, let's go unicorn hunting. She starts into the woods. But just then, 3 loud gongs sound over the loudspeakers. 3 gangs mean it's lunch, you explain. If we don't get there on time, we could get demerits. Not the demerits. Huh? Jo laughs. Oh, I don't want to do that on the first day, though. Then she stops frowning. But what about my trunk? What? What about her trunk? So she stashed it. Surely we just take it back with us. I guess we can't take it with us. Let's see what the options are. I guess this isn't what I did before. If you tell Jo her trunk will be safe where it is and go straight to lunch. I mean, I do be feeling hungry. We don't want to get demerits. Or I've asked Jo why she's so worried about the trunk. What's going to get out of the trunk is a good question. I feel like I should probably ask why she's worried about the trunk. What? Well, let's take a shortcut, you say, grabbing your lucky compass out of your pocket and leading Jo towards the tree. What's in your trunk anyway, you ask. But Jo changes the subject. She tells you about dancing, her snot-nosed brother over on Prince Island. Between you and me, it sounds like it might be festering with cooties. It doesn't say that here, but anyway. And the horses she loves back home. Oh my gosh, it's getting late. I lost track of time, you say. I was thinking the same thing, Jo says. Let's look for the unicorn later. I agree, you say. I haven't eaten since breakfast, and it must be almost dinner. Well, we just had gongs. We gotta hoof it if we want to get food and no demerits, right? You check your compass and head in the direction of the main lodge. When you enter the main lodge, someone calls your name. Perry, Jo, where have you girls been? Mrs. Wiggins asks. We found your trunks near the stables and have been looking for you both ever since. My trunk, Jo squeaks. Don't worry, your trunks are stowed in your cabin, but I'm afraid we're going to have to give you both 5 demerits for disappearing like that. Sorry, Mrs. Wiggins, you say. It's my fault. I should take Jo's demerits. I lost track of time using my new compass. I'm just happy that you're both safe, Mrs. Wiggins replies. The first dinner of the summer is always a feast. You eat fried chicken, hamburgers, corn on the cob, and green salad. Dessert is banana splits, followed by a huge sing-along at the bonfire on the beach. You are so tired when you get back to Trout Lily. Pandora, the cabin counselor, gives you and Joe permission to unpack your trunks first thing in the morning. What on earth? Oh, we suddenly have an event. Okay. Psst. Perry, wake up. Someone says, shaking your arm. Joe? What is it? You ask, sitting up. You look around. Something isn't right. Your camp uniforms are neatly folded on the shelves. Your riding boots, soccer cleats, water shoes, and sandals are neatly lined up in a row. Did you unpack? You ask Joe. She shakes her head. No. This isn't my tiara. Oh, I guess she's Scottish too. I thought it was my friend. Princess Ava's replying. Princess Ava replies, another new girl. She's mumbling that it's not her tiara. Is this it? Oh, I'm not sure why it's in the trash can. Your cousin, Lady Millicent, offers. Where is my toothbrush? Lady Eunice Pettigrew wonders, rustling through her things. All I can find is this smelly, rotten fish! She shrieks, throwing a wriggling fish into the air. Ava and Millicent scream. Uh-oh, Joe says, suddenly pale. She motions you to follow her outside, but here we have the fish fling. What on earth is a fish doing in there? Going outside to see, I guess. When you're away from the other campers, Joe turns to you. Can you keep a secret? She asks. Promise, you say. You know that old trunk I brought to camp? She asks. You nod. Oh, well, it had a ghost inside, and I think it got out. A ghost? You cry. Shh, Joe replies. Here we are. Here's me, scared, getting the scoop. Ghost, what? So I can say we better tell Mrs. Wiggins right away before the ghost attacks the whole camp. Or we can decide to keep Joe's little ghost problem a secret. Oh gosh. I mean, snitches get stitches, but this is a serious ish. Well, she obviously doesn't want to be sprung. Let's keep it a secret for now. I don't know, can we get unicorns to help? I feel like we've not had many... Wasn't this called Unicorn Princess? I just... Anyway, okay, maybe... Let's see how this goes. I mean, I don't want to be getting stitches, so I ain't snitching for now. Right, my character's making a good point, because that was my next question. I think we should keep this quiet. But what do we do with a ghost for the whole summer, you ask? Especially one who likes to cause trouble. Good point, Joe agrees. The sweetest voice you have ever heard speaks out of nowhere. I can take care of the ghost, if you like. You and Joe whirl around. It's the unicorn. Ooh, we are getting more unicorns. Ghosts love unicorns. I'm sure your ghost would be very happy with us deep in the woods, she adds. My name is Lena, by the way. Hello, Miss Lena, you say. Miss Lena Unicorn, Joe adds. You both curtsy deeply. Oh, indeed. Epic respect to the unicorn, am I right? Why, there's your ghost now, Lena says softly. You watch as a white mist floats straight through the wall of Trout Lily. It looks like a bat wearing a long cloak. Are you a real unicorn? The ghost asks. Yes, Lena says, and you're invited to spend the whole summer on Princess Island with us unicorns. The ghost grabs Lena's sparkling purple mane. The unicorn rises slowly to the treetops and flies off. You look at Joe. Joe looks at you. There's more than one unicorn? Joe asks. Of course, you reply, just part of another magical summer on Princess Island. The end. Well, that was brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed joining me for my third full playthrough of Unicorn Princess, surely one of the best game books ever. A book by Shannon Gilligan there from the Dragonlark Choose Your Own Adventure series. I will have to have another look at this book now and see if I can indeed get a fourth playthrough out of this. I'm hoping I can. If so, I will probably do that just now, actually, and I will say toodaloo the new. I hope to see you for more playthroughs, whatever I do today, or whenever, forever. Bye-bye, though, for now.